All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Late in the Day, questions and answers, and I'll discuss about the new toy I bought. The last video I told you about the water filtration system, and it's still working really well. I really like it. And like I said, any new products, I'll bring them to you and we'll talk about them. Now, my latest one is the Nutribullet, and I have it up here, and I'll show you the advertisement in a sec. This is the full-size blender combo, 1200 watt. Let me show you the advertisement and a couple of pictures, and then I'll come back and we'll discuss it. Okay, so why I decided to buy this is I spend about, well, I say 45 minutes, an hour or more doing, like aerobic kind of exercise. If I don't have a lot of time during the day, I still make time to go walk for 45 minutes to an hour. And when I do have the time, of course, I combination that with going to the gym. And I wanted to start getting enough of the right fruits and vegetables, and at the same time, maybe lose a little bit of weight. And I thought, well, one way to do this, there's a couple of people, physicians online that talk about low glycemic index smoothies, let's say, that you can get that are very filling. And so at first when I bought this, I used it and I just used the drinks as like a supplement to dinner. And they're actually very good. They're great. I mean, I would tell you definitely, even if you just have a generic blender at home, go ahead and try it. I'll leave you the links below. It's currently on discount for 25% off of the current price. Compared to retail. I was looking at it, it's usually $150. But I mean, now there are different types of the Nutribullet. Now, like I said, I bought the full-size blender combo 1200 watt. So that's more of like the top end. Now you can get the lower end ones, I mean, if you want. And I think it's a fast, convenient way to make great, healthy drinks. So what does it come with? Let me show you a picture and then I'll explain it to you. It comes with 64-ounce pitcher that has a lid. It also has a tampering kind of rod that'll go into the top of the large, pitcher blender to kind of push stuff down if you're making like a lot of something. It has a 32-ounce cup, a 24-ounce one. Both of them have caps, and one of the cups is handled. I mean, you could actually blend it, take the top off, put another top on there, and off you go, and take it with you and bring it home later and clean it up. Of course, the cleaning is very easy. Comes with an instruction book and a recipe book, but there are tons of recipes online, whether you're using the Nutribullet or just a blender. There's tons of them. You can get them on Facebook, you can get them off YouTube, you can get them off an internet search. And then you can experiment with, what you're doing, and you can kind of adjust it how you want. These are just boilerplate recipes. Now, the cleanup is real easy. When I'm done using either one of them in the sink, I just use hot soapy water, and I have a brush, or you can use a scouring pad. It takes seconds to clean it all up, rinse it off, set it over to dry, and then you have the cutting top that's on there, and you do the same thing with that. It takes seconds. And then it's ready after air drying for you to turn around and use again and use it for something else. And as you can see from it, it does not take up a lot of countertop space. I keep it over by where my toaster and my can opener are. I pull it forward. It's got little suction cups on the bottom. If you've got like granite quartz or any kind of hard countertop, it kind of sticks to it, because when you turn it on, this thing is very powerful. And I think without those, it would want to move around on you or wobble. And some people say, well, it's noisy. I don't think it's noisy. It's no more noisy than a regular blender. And it doesn't bother me, because with the 1200 watts of power, when I go to blend this, we're talking about less than a minute easily. And this thing has pureed and, liquefied anything I've put into it, including ice cubes. You could even throw almonds or whatever else you want in there, and just let it go, and it will turn around and liquefy it into a drink for you very easily, very rapidly. Is it dishwasher safe? Yes. According to the literature, I don't do it that way. Hand washing it, takes me less than a minute. I don't see the point in running the dishwasher. for it. Now, it has a safety feature on there, like I showed you, or I will show you in a video in a minute, because we're going to go make a drink together. When you put it on there, you take the cup and you put it on the base, you give it like a quarter turn, and you'll hear a click. Okay, it will not operate until it's in there safely and you hear that click. And then you can turn the on button on and hit what you want, and it'll spin and it'll make you drink. I like the controls that are on this one. I'm sure they're on the a little bit lower end ones too, but you have pulse. So in one of the videos coming up, I'm going to make salsa. I got a recipe from a restaurant I'll share with everybody. And in this video, we're just going to make a good, healthy, vegetable, fruit kind of smoothie drink, just for an experiment and to show you how easy this is. But it has the pulse button, like when we go to make salsa, so that I can keep the salsa nice and chunky. Then you have low, medium, and high, but on the far, let me think, left, you have an additional button. It's called extract. Now, if you hit extract, it will do the blending on its own. It'll go from like a short burst to a longer burst to a short burst to a longer burst, and eventually it shuts itself off. So it kind of is automatically programmed to just make the smoothie for you. Now, when it ends, if you want to make it more liquid, you could take it off, add some liquid to it or not. But even with it on there, you can turn around and hit low, medium, or whatever you want and just let it go for a little bit longer, and it'll puree it even a little bit more or liquefy it more. Now, the literature that comes with it, besides just explaining the functions, you get a recipe book, and it says you just have to hit extract one time. I don't do that. I mean, I go ahead and put everything in there that I want. I fill it up to the max line, and I'll show you that here in a minute, and I hit extract. When it's done, I decide if I want to add a little bit more fluid, or even if I don't, I hit extract again. And I want to get it as liquid as I can because, like I said, I use it as a supplement drink before and along with dinner, or sometimes I do it during the middle of the day before I go to the gym or whatever I'm doing. And it's great because it's filling. Depending on what ingredients you put in it, it's a good substitute for possibly like lunch or even breakfast. But like I said, at the current time, I'm just using it like a supplement. So far, I'm really enjoying it. So when I make these smoothie drinks, and we're going to go into the kitchen in just a sec, and I'm going to show you how I make them, or what you can make these any way you want. Let me just summarize it that way. Now, the suggested way to make a good smoothie is for fruits, vegetables, protein, and something that's got some healthy fats. Okay, now I also like to make it with low sugar. If you look at a glycemic index, I don't want these roller coasters of blood sugars. I mean, with an overabundance of sugar. So watching carefully, like I said, I have made notes and done some research before I go ahead and I make these smoothies. Anyway, look, let's switch over to the kitchen. This is a new thing to me. I mean, I've had it now for probably 4 or 5 days. I'm really enjoying it. But let me show you one of the smoothies that I make, and let me show you this machine in action. Okay, so we're out here in the kitchen, and the Nutribullet comes just what you see here. You see they give you a pitcher and a lid, and this top comes off, and you can use this tamper if you want, and you can push the stuff down in there if it's not blending as effectively as you want. But the pitcher will make you quite a bit. Then you got your 2 drink cups, and you got lids that you could just screw on them and call it to go. So what we're going to use today is I'll clear the counter off. We're just going to use one of the drink cups. We'll make a single serving. Okay, so we're going to use a single serving. Now I'm going to unscrew this. This is where the blades are. And put that upside down like that for the moment. And this is going to screw on like this. So the things that are tougher to blend, you're going to put towards the top, because when you flip this, the razor blade then is going to be on the bottom when you go ahead and you start this. And I'll show you that here in a sec. But for right now, let's go ahead and add our ingredients. We'll start off with some blueberries, probably about a quarter of a cup. Now you can add in strawberries or anything else that you want, but I'm not going to do that for this demonstration. Just using the blueberries, and then we're going to put in half of a green apple. Now, you don't have to cut them up. I did. They were pre-cut, but that's half of a green apple. And you have a max line on here, which is right here. So right now we're getting close, but we're going to add in about 1/4 of a cucumber. Now I want to add some spinach and some carrots. Let's go to the carrots next. So these are the baby carrots. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll do 8. And you can push this down, okay? And we're still not to that max fill line yet. You don't have to go to the max fill line, but I always do because it gives me plenty of the smoothie. Okay, here's the spinach. So I'm going to just take a good handful. It's probably about 1 cup. We'll figure it out that way. Okay, so that's probably 1 cup, maybe just a little bit more. So I'm just going to cut it once or twice. Well, let's say once. And let's put it in there. And I'm just going to jam it down in there good. Okay, now that's all I'm going to put in here. You can now add protein powder because we've got plenty of vegetables, we've got plenty of fruit, you know, the blueberries, and like I said, you could have added more if you want to. I didn't. And this makes it a nice, dense, fibrous drink, which it'll help control your appetite. I use it as a supplement. I drink some of it like going into and with dinner, and I'm not eating as much as I used to. Anyway, so you could add some protein powder now, your brand, whatever you want to add, and then you need liquid. Now, you can use coconut water, you can use almond milk, anything like that that you prefer, or, like I said, you could just use pure water, but we're going to go ahead and put some fluid in there. I have an orange vitamin drink, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fill this up to that max line. Yeah, actually, I went a little bit past it. Well, we'll see if it matters. It doesn't really, in the literature, it says just to go up to the max line. I'm above that right now, but we'll go ahead. Let's just see what happens. Okay, I have it sitting on there. Now, about 1/4 of a turn, and you'll hear a click. Then I hit the on button. Now, I've got pulse. That's good if you're making salsa or anything like that. High. You really feel you need to use high, you got medium and low. Now, this one has what they call extract. Now, what this does is for making smoothies, it self decides how it wants to blend it. And let me demonstrate. Stop it. I can already tell it's nice and watery, which is the way I want it. Because at dinner, what I'll do, there's some room left in here. I'll drink a little bit of this and then I'll add ice cubes to this, put it back on here, hit blend for just a few seconds. It'll crush them up and make a very cold drink, which is what I want to do. And I'll drink it straight out of the cup. When I'm done, I clean the base of this, which is really easy, and I clean the container. I let it dry, and then I repeat it again tomorrow. I'll see you back at the desk. Okay, this is all I got for this video now. In this one you saw where I used low glycemic berries. I used plenty of vegetables, okay, and carrots and whatever. I threw in, I think, if I believe, I used non-fat, unsweetened, Greek yogurt. Some people put in flax seeds. I didn't have any. I didn't do that. And then I have some protein powder, and I usually put 1 tablespoon. Okay, that's me. That's my recipe. It's the way I do it. Works for me. Like I said, you can adjust these recipes however you want. I would encourage you, click on the link below in the description. Go and read about this on Amazon and look at the price discount. Now you can shop around and see if you can find it cheaper or whatever, but I can tell you it's a very nice investment to have in your kitchen if you want to lose some weight and if you want to stop eating an overabundance of like carbohydrates and stuff. And my videos going forward are always going to be geared towards that low glycemic index. So if you are diabetic at all, and I do work in the healthcare profession, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I keep an eye on those things because I have other people, family members and friends that'll watch these videos, and they like to keep the sugar, the concentrate as low as possible. And then they want to use, good fiber foods and so forth with not a lot of carbohydrates. So I try to present you great recipes to achieve that. And hopefully, look, if you want to, you lose some weight along the way, you drink these, you eat less, you start exercising, and, it works out for you. So I hope that there are a lot of positive things that you get out of the video. I'm the Home Handyman. I hope you click subscribe, keep following me. If you have a Nutribullet or you do the same thing by making these smoothie drinks and you've got a really good one, drop it in the comment below and I'll look into it and make a video about it and make it. Next video, restaurant made salsa. Okay, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.